Hey guys, welcome to a new monthly recap, this time for the month of May. So this month was really cool. I did something really exciting that I will tell you a little bit later, but let's start from the beginning. So this month it started with me having a lot of stuff to do for school, a lot of projects, and I had to do a lot of studying as well. So what I did is I went to a lot of coffee shops. Sometimes I went by myself, sometimes I went with some friends, and we just studied, which is something I really enjoy doing. Like, I never thought that's something I would enjoy, but it's just there's something nice about it. You bring your laptop, you go, you kind of clear your schedule for the day. You're going to study, you go to a coffee shop, you have your whatever you're having. I usually get a cold brew coffee with a little splash of vanilla extract because I like my coffee to be sweet. By the way, the only way I drink my coffee is if it's iced and sweet. Otherwise, don't give me coffee. Yeah, so that's how I started, and I do really enjoy it, which is crazy. But I feel like once you find what you like and you start studying that, it just comes natural to enjoy it because you're just learning more about something that you already enjoy. And then the weather, like the weather here in Florence has been insane, horrible. I mean, it has been pretty horrible throughout all of Italy, and like we got really lucky because nothing really happened here. But in other region of Italy, the rain really did some damage. Here in Florence, it was all good, but it was so bad. Like, it was raining every single day. It wasn't cold or anything, but literally rain every single day. It was one day who literally I was stuck at work. Like, I had to go from work to school, and I couldn't leave work because it was raining so much. And so I did manage, but I got there a little later. But yeah, the weather has been horrible today, yesterday, and today. Super sunny, amazing, beautiful. I really hope we are transitioning to summer and that summer will finally get here because I am really sick of the rain. Like, that's enough, please. There was one weekend that I went and I did a little photo shoot. So basically, there is this page on Instagram that is mainly for one specific fashion school, but it's really cool to follow because they always write down if they need a stylist or if they need a photographer or models or whatever they might need for any project that they're doing. And it's so interesting to follow because sometimes they do look for models, and if you guys been following me for a bit, maybe not on my YouTube, but on my Instagram, I did work as a model a few times for some school in Florence, and then when I was in Berlin, I was doing a lot of photo shoots. So it's something that I really enjoy. Unfortunately, I'm way too small to be signed with an agency, but I do like to do it for fun sometimes. And so this was this girl, she was looking for models, and so I contacted her and we did a little shoot together. That was like a day shoot. It was really nice. I'm waiting for the photo to just see how they look. But I'm really excited. It was like a fun thing to do, and I met some new people, which was fun. So yeah, that was the shooting. We did it at the Maggio Theater, which is like a new theater that they did here in Florence a few years back, and it's so modern and beautiful. I wish I did film a little bit more, but I think I only have like 2 clips or so. Unfortunately, I did not see the stage or anything in the inside because we did shoot on the roof, but wow, it is beautiful. And to be honest, such a pity that they don't do ballet shows anymore in there because I'm sure it's huge. Like, the stage has to be huge because the structure is beautiful and big and super modern. So such a pity they don't do ballet there. And then we are coming to the most exciting part of this month, which is my trip. So basically, let me explain you the whole thing. So with the school, we went to Monaco, Monte-Carlo in south of France. So every year they do fashion week there. One of the teachers of my school is the woman who organized the whole fashion week. Like, she's the director of Monaco Fashion Week. She decided to bring us along. I mean, something they do every year with my school, and it's actually really fun activities because you do get to see a lot of the fashion world. And so we went there for a week, which is amazing. We got the train there. It was only like 5 hours trip or so, which is great because Monte-Carlo does not have an airport. So we would have had to fly from Florence to Nice, and then from Nice we would have to get a train. So we just decided to go with the train, and it was like 5 hours, as I said, and we could bring as much luggage as we wanted. And I brought my huge suitcase so I could have all my outfit with me. And it was such a great experience. There was a lot of good things and a lot of bad things as well. So I feel like I don't really want to focus too much on the bad things, but I am going to say it just so I can remember in the future. So a few things that didn't go well is the fact that before our trip, our teacher, they kind of said so many things about this week, and they gave us so many false expectation that when we got there, things that they said and kind of promised did not happen. And I feel like that's such a pity, especially coming from a teacher to students. Like, I think they should have just said what was like sure, like events that were happening for sure, because we got there and a lot of the things that they said that would happen didn't. And that was a little bit upsetting. Some people were a little bit unprofessional throughout the week, but I feel like that's just like normal. I think you cannot expect to work in an environment where everybody's professional. I mean, that would be the dream, but it's not realistic, I think, because there's always someone who's just like decide to do their thing. So yeah, the most annoying thing for me was the fact that they promised so much and then a lot of the things they said were not happening. That was annoying for me. For the rest, I had such a wonderful week. So basically, me and my classmate, we rented an apartment, which was so cute, and we stayed for like the whole week together, which is insane because I was not really close with this girl except for one, and I love the fact that we did this trip all together and we stayed in the same apartment because we got so close. And we had so much fun, and we kind of decided to know each other so much more, and it was just like so fun. Like, everybody was in a good mood. We were, even though bad things would happen throughout the day, when we got home or like when we were together not working, we were laughing so much. We would have so much fun. We did so many things together, and I'm just so grateful for these opportunities because I feel like from now until the end of my master, we're gonna have so much more fun, and we will go out as well together, which we never did before. And I don't know, I'm just excited for it and really thankful for this week that brought us together, basically. But yeah, I wanted to talk about Monaco a little bit. I never know if I should say Monaco or Monte Carlo, but you get it. South of France, Monaco, Monte Carlo, that's the same. So about the city, so Monaco is really small, and it's very much like there is so much like hill and down, like you go up and down a lot. So just make sure you're prepared for that, because the first night we went out, the girls were not prepared. They were all wearing high heels. No. Except if you have a car, don't wear high heels. So yeah, the city is really small. It's beautiful. It's very clean. And you can see that the standard living is very high. You can see rich people are around. You can see beautiful cars all the time. I think it's just very different from, Florence, for example, where you do see rich people and you do see, beautiful things, but it's just like a very different way. Like I feel like in Monaco, they like to show it off, to show off how rich they are, and which is not, it doesn't make you feel uncomfortable, it's just the way it is, and you can see it. They do have a lot of greenery in the city, which I thought it was beautiful. Like right in front of the casino, they do have this wonderful garden where there like a little lake in the middle, and there were like frogs, and it was just so pretty and like so peaceful as well. I do feel like the city is very peaceful, and there's a lot of jasmine, like the flower around the city, which I love, and it makes the city smell so good. I was just so impressed, like especially there was like one staircase because it's all up and down. You do get staircase around the city and elevator as well, which I thought it was so funny because you would literally hop on an elevator to go like 2 streets up, which I thought it was so funny. But yeah, so close to our apartment there was this staircase that would bring you from one street to the other. And it was full of jasmine, and every time we would walk those stairs, like you could just smell this jasmine. It was just so beautiful. That's definitely one thing that would like remain like imprint in my brain because it was just so nice, and I feel like it does add to this like a special element to the city. The smell, oh, incredible. Plus jasmine is one of my favorite flowers, so I loved it. Well, like we went to this shopping mall and there was stunning, there were like beautiful chandelier. Yeah, everything is just beautiful, beautiful. Maybe too much sometimes, like I would not really choose to live there, maybe for a bit, but I feel like, yeah, I could not see myself living there. I don't think it's the city for me, but first of all, never say never, because here we never know where we're going at the end of this situation. Look at me in 10 years living there forever. No. And then one thing that I wanted to say, because that was really exciting for me, the first night, me and my friends, we went out for dinner, and if you follow me, I think I show it on my Paris trip, there is this restaurant chain, which is called Big Mama. They do have restaurants all over Europe, I think, and they have one in Monaco. And I made my mission to try them all. So I was like, girls, we have to go. So I booked a table for us on the first night because I really wanted to go. We went there. It was beautiful. Not that I was surprised because every single one of these restaurants is just stunning. Like the interior design is just so funky, fun, and beautiful. And the food is amazing. It's Italian, which you're probably like, why would you eat Italian if you're in the south of France? And I know, but it's just like something that was on my list, like probably one of the only things that was on my list for Monaco. And so we went. We had such a good time. The food is amazing. I had truffle pasta. Oh, so good. And then of course, like we went there for a reason, and we went there for Fashion Week. And so if you don't really know Monte Carlo Fashion Week, which I get it because I also didn't know about it, Monte Carlo Fashion Week is a 3 or 4 day of shows. There is one show after the other. Like on the first day, I think we had 4 shows, and the next day we had like 5 or 6. So it's one show after the other. It's beautiful, and designers, they usually show their resort collection or cruise collection, or they just show like summer collections. There is a lot of swimwear, a lot of like flowy dresses for the summer. There's also like party dresses and stuff, but it's mainly like cruise and resort collections. And so what we had to do, so we got there, and the first 2 days it was fitting. So basically we were divided in groups, and you had to work very up close with the designer, and he would choose which dress would go on which model. And I actually really loved that part because you kind of had the time to get a connection with the designer and like actually talk to him and help him, and I really enjoyed it. There were 3 designers that I followed the most, and I helped them the most because they were the designers that were speaking English. Out of my class, I'm the one who speaks English the best, so I was helping them. I wasn't alone, some girls were helping me as well, but yeah, I kind of got to get a connection with these 3 designers mainly. And it was really nice actually because sometimes they do really value your opinion even if you're new to this world, and I did give some of my opinion, which, by the way, before you say that I should not give my opinion, I only spoke when I was asked. I would never go to a designer and say, oh, I don't like this. They asked me, which was really nice because it does give you the opportunity to start a conversation and actually like even introduce yourself, which is not always the case. Most of the time people don't really care. But yeah, it was really lovely. So we did these 2 days of feeding and then three days of shows, which is one back to back. There's a lot of chaos, but I actually really enjoy it. I also understood that I don't really want to work into backstage of a fashion show, which I kind of knew that already, but it's always good to try it. It's really good for my CV as well, so I'm really excited that I went and I met a few people, which is always really nice. And yeah, I just really enjoyed it. I loved working and I got home every night. We were really tired, but we still go out. Except I think one night we stayed in because we were just like so tired. But yeah, it's just exciting and I love to work. But yeah, overall a really good experience. It could have been better, of course, and it could have gone worse as well. So it's a very well mixed. I'm really happy about myself and the work that I did. I'm proud that I did shine. In my opinion, I did a really good job and I got also feedback from designers that I really helped them, which that's a really good plus for me. Like if the person I'm working with is really satisfied and happy and has even the, like he even says that, like he thanks me. There were some designers that literally thanked me. They're like, oh, thank you so much for your work, which is because it means like you're doing a good job, right? So that was really nice and I'm really proud of me. I did learn a lot and I think the best way to learn stuff is just to do it. Like the teacher, they just let us there and they were like, you will figure it out, which at first I was like, oh, that's kind of rude. But I feel like, to be honest, that's the way. Like they cannot be with you all, like every step of the way, and like, because most of the things are pretty basic. It's just up to you on how you present yourself, how you help. If you maybe have that idea that they didn't think about it or they didn't think about it yet, and you are kind of like a step ahead of them. So that's what I was trying to do. And so yeah, as I said, like I'm really proud of me. I'm happy that I did it, and I also spent a lot of money, but that's okay. I feel like it's all part of the game, I guess. And talking about game, you see what I did there? So smart. No, just kidding. But talking about games, we went also to the casino, which that's definitely something I wanted to do. Like, of course, you cannot go to Monte Carlo and not go to the casino, right? So we went one night, we all got dressed up, and I think that's how it works is really great because you pay 17 euros for entrance, and out of those 17 you can use 10 for games or for drinks, which I think is really cool. So I used my 10 euro voucher type of thing to play. I did not win anything, not even 1 euro, but it was just so much fun. We did play the slots, me and my friend. The one that you have to pull the trigger. Definitely, probably not. It's not. That's not what it's called. But you have to like do this. I'll insert a photo here because I don't know the name. And that was just so much fun. It was just me and one girl who played. The other got drinks, and we both didn't win anything. But it was just so much fun. And we were cheering, so cool. And then we stayed there a bit. I did order a glass of wine afterwards. And we just stay there, talk for a bit. It was such a fun night, and if you go to Monte Carlo, definitely go because it's not that expensive. It's like an excuse to dress up, even though you don't really need an excuse in Monaco because, yeah, you kind of have to dress up every single night if you were going out. They do have some rules, especially for the casino. Like there are rules, like you cannot go in with flip-flops or shorts, I think, or we went out a few nights. There was this bar. I don't even know how to call it because it's a restaurant, a bar, a cocktail bar, and a club all in one, which is so beautiful. It's really famous. I think it's called Sas Club or something like that. So famous. Beyonce went there. Alfie from Emily in Paris went there. So many like basketball, like football players, they went there. It's just so famous there, and I understand why, because it was so much fun. We did go out there after dinner, so we had dinner somewhere else, and then we went there. And as soon as we got there, we got a drink, and there was this girl. She was singing, and we were dancing. It was just so much fun. And then after a bit, the cocktail bar kind of turned into a club, and so we danced a little bit, and it was just so much fun. And then we came back to Florence on Sunday night, and on Monday everything started again, and I had work and I had school, and as I said, I had an exam on Friday, which was marketing, which I'm not so happy. I don't have the results yet, but I'm pretty sure that didn't go super well, but it's okay. I'll do better next time. I think it was just like a lot because we kind of had like a 1 week to study. I don't know, I was just really tired because in Monaco we didn't have one day off, like it was the whole week full on. Came back, went straight back to normal life without having a normal, like one single day off. So I think it was just like a lot of like tired, like I was really tired. Like for example this week, so today's Sunday that I'm recording this. Friday I didn't go out. Last night I didn't go out. It was just, for me, this weekend was about relaxing and like not doing anything because I really need, I mean I still did some things, like today for example I went to study and I saw a friend, we had breakfast, but it was a very chill weekend because I really just needed to chill. And so yeah, that's everything for this month. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's a long one, but thanks so much. I will see you next one. Bye!